Everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VII walkthrough. We are exiting the Cosmo Canyon. We have officially completed the Cave of the G, and that's what it's referred to as in the last video there. And so we need to make our way out of the canyon and up to the north, I believe. By the way, I'm gonna toss this out here, but I believe it's somewhere around here you can fight the basilisk enemies, and I believe I mentioned them much earlier on in the walkthrough, but you can actually steal the Vagarisk claw from them. It's the only, there's two places I know for sure of to get them in the game. One obviously is to steal them, the other is in the first 4 battles of Fort Condor, if you let the commander reach the shed, or if you let any of the enemies actually reach the shed and you actually fight Commander Granhorn, you will get into a battle, and when you win, you will get a Vagarisk claw as a reward. Now, that is the route that I went. The Vagarisk claw being stolen from the basilisks is extremely rare. And I did not want to go about it that way. The reason why it is so rare is because the basilisk actually has 3 possible items to steal. And the higher level you are, the less likely it is to actually obtain a Vagarisk claw from them. So what I mean by that is the first item they have to steal is a soft, the second item is a soft, and the third item is a Vagarisk claw. Now, if you really want to get into what that all means, there's a lot of info out on the internet on how exactly that system works. But again, just know that the higher level you are, the less likely it is that you will obtain one of those as a steal. On top of that, there's actually a certain level where if you get there, it's something like level 72. So if your characters are level 72 or higher, you absolutely cannot steal a Vagarisk claw. Now, don't quote me on the level 72. I don't remember exactly where the cutoff is. But just know that, again, after a certain point in the game, you will not be able to steal those anymore. So I shouldn't say not at a certain point in the game. It's just after a certain level. So anyways, all right, so we're here in Nibelheim, and there's some funny business going on. I actually found that this was pretty interesting. So we're going to kind of cruise around town here, and there's all kinds of these men with the black capes on and tattoos. So here, this one gives you an elixir, I believe, when you speak with him. And then on top of that, so if you notice here, this is actually Cloud and Tifa's hometown. And if you notice from the dialogue here, it's kind of interesting. So like here, like this person, this is Cloud's house or home in earlier, way back when we were in Calm and we did the dream sequence. This was obviously where his home was located, and this is obviously, or this person is denying that that this is Cloud's home or ever was Cloud's home. So a lot of interesting stuff going on, and I feel like it's pretty important. Well, kind of important. Plotline wise. But anyway, so this guy is this tattoo number 5, I think it is. Here is number 11, and he gives you the turbo ether. Apparently I don't know if number 5 gave us anything. It didn't look like it. Let's head into this room. Number 4, Platinum Fist. I actually really like that weapon. It's a 4-slot, double materia raising capabilities. Yeah, so we'll have that equipped for a while. It's essentially the same, or the equivalent to Cloud's. Is it the Rune Blade, I believe? I don't know if we've actually got that yet or not. I don't remember. Maybe that's coming up. Alright, so here is the piano. Why didn't it get burnt down? Okay, that is a just question. And again, I mean, so in the dream, all of these houses were on fire, and you know, essentially the city was destroyed. So, you know, there's definitely something up here. All right, so let's play this. To be honest, again, even at this point in the game, there isn't much reason to play the piano. I played it 3 times. It actually, it seems to me it doesn't actually matter what you play these first 3 times, but you'll get, I believe it's 1 gil after you play the 3rd time. So, you know, hey, totally worth the time, right? Not really. So apparently I played the correct melody there the first time, but I didn't the second time, and then I did the 3rd. So that's the other thing. It seems to me that in order to get that 1 gil out of the piano, you don't necessarily have to play the correct button sequence. And again, I'll go over the correct button sequence later on in the game. It doesn't seem to matter at this point. So, all right, here we go. 3rd time's the charm, right? But yeah, so definitely some funny business going around here. I don't know if we'll get to the bottom of it anytime soon, but perhaps eventually. I wonder what this is. Tifa Secret Savings. All right, let's get out of here. 1 gil. We're rich. Don't spend it don't spend it all in one place. That's the old saying, right? Literally nothing in the game is 1 gil, so that will all get spent in one place. Alright, so let's head into the next house here. We're trying to find all the treasures in town, obviously. So let's have a peek around here. Is anybody home? Maybe upstairs? Ooh, all kinds of people here. Luxorce, alright. Reunion. Yan. Okay. Weirdo. And that looks like a treasure chest, but apparently it's not. Or, well, at least we can't open it, I should say. Alright, let's get out of here. And, alright, so what are we gonna... Oh, I thought I was gonna... My guess there was I was kind of thinking about going into the item screen and checking out if... checking out the sources. At some point here, I'll end up using a bunch of those. Mind Plus, okay. Alright, so here's the Shinra Mansion. There's actually a puzzle in here that if you read this note, it says, even though one of the Turks scientifically altered him, put him to sleep in the basement. It's merely a game of thought. It's not... Alright, so let's read it. I have 20 seconds. 4 hints for the numbers are 1, 2, lid, nah, who cares? So basically what the note is it just explains that there's kind of like a hidden, it's almost like a side quest here. And the note actually details where these, whatever these hints are at. So one of the hints is left 10. But these hints don't seem to change either. So the combination always ends up being the exact same, which we will see. So anyways, basically, long story short, there's a safe here in the Shinra Mansion. And it actually contains, I believe, Odin. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not Odin. It's, well, it contains a monster. And the monster drops Cosmo Memory, which is Red's level 4 limit break. And actually, yeah, it does. I believe it does drop a piece of materia falls out of the safe after you beat the monster. So, and that is Odin, which is actually a pretty awesome summon. So, obviously, I am going to work on getting that. Now, these little ghost guys, obviously, if you notice here, they're able to cast confusion on your characters, which can be pretty rough at times. So, If you've got some way to protect yourself from confusion, I guess I'd say that's probably a good idea. Otherwise, I guess just be quick with your commands. I believe if you command your characters to use a summon, it'll always, you know, trigger that summon, and they'll, you know, use it on the enemies. So that's what I did. So I mean, if you notice there, I did, you know, enter the command to summon Shiva there, and then Eris actually got confused afterwards, but she still did take her turn and cast Shiva on the enemy. So anyway, so like I said, the safe has 4 clues. I'm not actually going to run around and look for all of them just because I already know the combination for the safe. But what do we get there? A Twin Viper. I think that's a weapon for Yuffie. And, alright, so let's head. I don't think there's anything in this room, so let's head upstairs and to the... Okay, so I guess we're going to go to the right first. Oh, that's right. So, I would say you'll want to check out the safe first. I actually ended up wasting a little bit of time here, unfortunately. And what I mean by that is I went here to the right. Basically, you go up the stairs and then you either go right or left. If you go to the left, that's where the safe is at. And the other thing that I forgot to mention earlier, that there's actually a key in the safe as well. And the key opens the door to the room where Vincent is sleeping at. And again, unfortunately, it's locked, so you need to get that key first if you want to recruit Vincent. So I ended up doing a little bit of backtracking, unfortunately, so you'll see that, I guess. So my bad, but this is the route down. Obviously, this is the same setup as the mansion in the dream. So if you remember the Shinra mansion anyway from the whole Calm events, you'll probably recognize this. Alright, let's blast these guys with some beta. Boom! Couple of Phoenix Downs, alright. Okay. Alright, so here, right there is the door to Vincent's room. And again, unfortunately, I don't have the key yet, so I'm going to end up doing some backtracking to go get that. This is Yin and Yang. They are freaking annoying. By the way, they're freaking annoying. One of them is, I believe, weaker to physical attacks, and the other is weaker to magic. I don't remember which is which. I would, if I was to take a stab, I would say the one with the blue face is probably weak to magic. Oh, I can't tell. I can't actually tell who I'm attacking here. Anyways, let's say it's probably not a bad idea to just hit him with like a beta, maybe 2. I don't know how many it's actually going to take to kill him. We're gonna find out, but the reason why he's so annoying, it seems like he's just really fast, or they are really fast, I guess, however you want to look at it. Boom. Yeah, okay, so the default target, so like if you just hit the attack command and then select, you know, whatever target automatically comes up, that seems to be the one that is weak against magic attacks, whereas the one, what was this, Yin? Or was this Yang? And it says he seems excited. Okay, kind of weird. Yang, okay, so Yang is weak against physical attacks. There you have it. And I know one of these. Actually, I believe it's a little bit later on. I'll get into a battle with them one more time. And I forget which one it is, but one of them will like commit suicide and just blow up on your characters, which is, you know, whatever. It's annoying, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. So anyways, like I said, I don't have the key yet, so we're not actually going to be able to get through this door. And then this is the library, and I don't think there's anything down here. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's anything down there. Ugh. Where am I going? Was it apparently pretty indecisive on which route I wanted to take. So, oh, that's right. So Sephiroth is actually down here, which I didn't remember. Being here brings back memories. Okay. Yeah, that it does. Are you going to participate in the reunion? What is this reunion you speak of? I don't even know what a reunion is. Well, I mean, let's be honest, dude. It's a pretty common English word. Just saying. Alright, Jenova will be at the reunion. Jenova Calamity from the Skies. I thought she was an ancient. I see. I don't think you have the right to participate. I will go north. If you wish to find out, then follow. So, that is definitely a revelation. I like how he throws materia at us like that's some sort of punishment or something. I guess thanks. Destruct materia. Alright, so this materia I don't usually get a whole lot of use out of, but alright, where am I going to end up equipping this? Excuse me. De-barrier, de-spell, and death. Okay. Cool, I guess. Anyway, so like I said, big revelation there that Jenova is a calamity from the skies, which would mean that she is not an ancient, like we had previously thought. Like I said, here's the door. Again, I don't have the key yet, so we're going to have to go back upstairs and grab it. Yeah, I was super confused here, too. I was like, what's the deal? Let me through this door. Alright, so back upstairs. I apologize for the backtracking. Sometimes I forget where I need to be, or at least the order I need to take to go places and do things. Blitz. Curses. Curse you. I think the bats have an item. I don't know if I'd say it's worth. I don't remember actually if it's a steal or if it's a drop, but I thought they had like a vampire fang or something like that. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong because I don't remember. Let's find out if I can find it. Because it shouldn't be too difficult here. Bum, 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 bum. Black bat. Drop. Vampire fang. I was right. So, if you need one of those, you can get one there. The Mirage, which is the little mirror-looking enemies, apparently they drop a mirror. Again, same deal. I don't know if those are good or not, but apparently you can get them there. Enemy launcher. That's a weapon for Barret. And then here is another one of the clues. That's actually the first one on the top of the lid. Now, so here's the safe. And let's see what the combination. Combination is right 36, left 10, right 59, and right 97. So what that means is basically you'll see the safe starts out with all zeros. So what you want to do is you want to hold the right button, or the right directional button, and just hold it until you get to 36. And then you hold the left until you get to 10. Oh, sorry. Let me back up. Hold the right until you get to 36, and then you press X. Or sorry, O. Gosh, I'm losing it here. So press O, and then go to the left and get to 10, and then press O. Right 59, press O, and then right 97, and press O again. And you have to do all of that within 20 seconds. It's not overly difficult, but you'll see here I failed a couple of times. Got really close, like twice, I think. Maybe even 3 times. But I wasn't quite able to get there. So just practice a couple of times. It shouldn't take you more than, you know, a few times to get it down. So close. I like how Cloud does say, I've got a bad feeling about this too. So anyways, this boss actually has about 7,000 HP, which is, I think, the most of anything we've fought so far. But that being said, it's not that big of a deal. The boss is actually pretty easy to beat. If I remember correctly, he works kind of like Yin. I think it's Yin and Yang downstairs, in that he's got like 2 halves. And at first, he's kind of like a combination of the 2, as you can see here. And then after he changes forms, I think his weaknesses change a little bit. I guess we'll see how it all turns out here, but apparently you can use stop on him. So again, apparently, and I don't know, I guess it's random what form he ends up taking. So he must like lose a certain percentage of his health, and then he'll choose a form. He'll either choose his red form or blue form. Apparently, the red form is easier. Again, I don't. I think I ended up with. Actually, I do think I ended up with the red form. So I don't know what the blue form really does. I assume it casts magic, and I think the red form is more physical. So I could be wrong on that though, so we'll see. Wow, yeah, that barely did anything to him. Oh, miss, what? Yeah, so the red form is not weak against magic at all. So, yeah, anyways, physical attacks all the way, baby. On the contrary, though, if you end up with the blue form for some reason, I assume that means that he'll be weak against magic instead. Boom! Eat it. Alright, so that's that. Tifa finishes him off with the ridiculous abilities of her limit breaks. And there's Cosmo Memory. So like I said, that is Red's level 4 limit break. I'm actually going to check on what that does, because I don't remember. I don't remember at all. Let's see if I can find him here. Red. Cosmo Memory. Absorbs the power from a galaxy of stars, fuses into one atomic blast, and hits all enemies for major damage. It's actually super lame. So it's only a 1 hit. It's a single hit, but it says it does major damage, but I always think that towards the end of the game, it's better to have multi-hit limit breaks, but that's just me. So I mean, even so, his level 3, his second one is called Earthrave. It says he attacks targets at random 5 times for medium damage. I would rather use that, to be honest. So that is my take on Cosmo Memory. I feel like it's super lame, but and then here, all right. So these are the judges, by the way. The judges are interesting. I should have what I should say. So I wasn't able to manipulate them, but they do have an ability. I believe it's all question marks. And what that actually does, it's almost like the opposite of White Wind. So the more damage you sustain, the more damage it will deal. So basically it subtracts your total HP from your current HP and deals that amount of damage to your target. I don't know why I used Chocobuckle there, that's so lame. Which, by the way, so Chocobuckle's got, I think the damage is based off the amount of times you run away. Which is cool. It's got its uses, I mean, especially if you run away a lot. But, I'm actually going to finish this guy off. I made the mistake of actually killing off the other two, I believe they were, in battle. And the reason why I say that was a mistake is because if you've got 3 targets, it's more likely that they'll use that enemy skill. Excuse me. So I just ended up after this running around until I found another group of these guys, and then at that point I learned, you know, I guess it's just 4 question marks. That's the name of the enemy skill. I'm not really sure why they didn't call it something, but whatever. I guess it is what it is. So anyways, I think I'll cut this out because, or cut the rest of this battle because there's nothing going on here. Alright, we've got, I think 1 battle coming up here where I am going to learn the enemy skill I guess I've been referring to. So let's run around here. Let's make that happen. And then we'll call it a day on this video, I think. And pick up the rest of the Shinra Mansion right after. So, oh, nope, this is not quite it. My bad. Thought this was going to be it, but not the case. Must be one more battle right after this one. Okay, this will be it. Like I was saying earlier with the judges, these guys cannot be manipulated, or at least I didn't have any luck. Maybe I'm just too low level, I'm not really sure, but I just wasn't able to make it happen. So I would say if you're trying to learn the 4 question mark enemy skill, just kind of hang out and don't kill any of them off, just to increase the chances that they'll cast on you. But there it is. So obviously you notice there it did 0 damage. That's because the judge itself is not missing any HP. So anyways, I'm going to cut the video here. I think the second judge is about to use it on Cloud, and this is it. So I'll have both of them learned. So as always, I hope this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.